Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this episode of the Nut Closer Show. As always, Scott Carson, excited to be here. And today's episode, for those that are listening on the podcast and those also that are watching on Facebook Live, is all about long-term success built with daily increments. The start of any journey, any long journey begins with the first step, right? You've heard that story, the first step out the door. One small leap from one giant, whatever, how Armstrong goes, one giant leap for man, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Well, the question I have for everybody out there is, are you failing to take that little steps each day? Are you failing on a daily basis to build long-term success? And you keep banging your head against the wall of like, why am I not seeing any update? Why am I not seeing any movement in my business? I'm getting so frustrated. Because I hear this from people over and over again, and I look back at different things that we see or lack of seeing, and there's the answer. The answer is that people fail on a daily basis because they fail to do anything, all right? They completely fail to do anything, and it's frustrating. Well, the next couple of days, we fly out tomorrow to Cape Coral, Florida. We're going to spend it with a couple, just a few dozen of our Note Mastermind students for the next, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the mastermind weekends are always my favorite weekends of the year because I get to hang out with people that are taking action, who really are hungry to take action and are willing to do some stuff. And one of the great things that we do is each time we try to shed a little light on those that are doing the most. All right. So every time we do a mastermind, we have a social media award winner, so a social media superstar. And usually it's been a little flag or a little star on top of an award, because who doesn't like awards? Who doesn't like being given award for taking action, right? And yes, Cody Cox, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night too at the happy hours we kick things off. So we have a social media superstar. Yes, the light works on this. This is kind of a cool thing. I decided to change up the award a little bit there. Success is not something that happens in the future. Success is made up of little steps taken right now. And I saw this and I was like, oh, that's so perfect for what we do. So what we do, one of the cool things that we do at each mastermind is we give everybody there a social media survey, okay? And the social media survey, it's literally asks them what they've done in the last 30 days. I mean, it's not difficult. What have you done in the last 30 days to expand your business social media-wise? And so if you guys are interested, you may want to grab a pen and paper and write this down to see how well you're doing. See if you got an A, a B, a C, or D. See how you would rank amongst those that are coming to the mastermind. And so what it is we ask people to write down how many Facebook posts for their business. Now, how many invites to Farmville or Words with Friends, but how many individual Facebook posts have they done for their business, individual, in the last 30 days? How many LinkedIn posts or LinkedIn articles have they shared, okay, or posted in LinkedIn? How many Instagram posts? Now, a lot of times it could be the same post across all three platforms. That works for all three, okay? How many Snapchats have they done? How many posts to Twitter for their note business, their real estate business? How many posts to Pinterest, okay? How many YouTube videos, Vimeo videos, or Facebook Live videos have they done in the last 30 days about their note business, okay? How many REI clubs or meetup groups or self-directed IRA meetings have they gone to in the last 30 days? How many emails have they sent out to their general database about their real estate business in the last 30 days? How many blogs or articles written in the last 30 days? And how many webinars, lunch and learns, live streams have they done to their database in the last 30 days? Okay. And then we also throw in some kickers. Do you have a website? Do you have a Facebook business page? Okay. Now, the numbers that kind of break this down, all right, is we give 1 point for every social media post: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Pinterest. And then we give them 10 points for every YouTube, Vimeo, or Facebook Live video that they've done. We give them 3 points for the networking that they go to, that they've attended. 5 points for every email out to their database. 5 points for every blog or article written. 10 points for a webinar to their database. All right. And then we throw in 10 extra points if they have a website, and then 15 extra points if they have a Facebook business page. Now, you add all those numbers up, it'll tell you immediately how well you did. All right. If you score a 70 or a 60 in the 60s or below, you're basically doing two things a day. Okay. A 60 or above is a D, pretty much the bare minimum to pass. Okay. 70 or more, that's a C. It's not bad. It's over two things a day usually. That's good. A B is 80 or greater. And of course, an A is 90 or greater, which is basically 3 times a day, which is not that difficult to do. Now, oftentimes the winners of the survey are scoring over 100, scoring well over 100 most of the time. And some of our past social media winners are Adam Adams, Cody Cox, Garrison Gilbert, Scott Yath out of Phoenix. Those are the guys that are doing some amazing things to knock things out. Last time I think we did in Austin was Katie Moton and Laura Bullock, I believe. Or they tied for third. I don't remember it. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is if you do things on a little bit of a basis, just really put it in your daily schedule. This is the proof that all you need, that you're either doing something or you're lacking at something. Okay? And the people that are doing this, doing it their own thing, I'm not giving the exact formula. Okay? They're the ones that are closing deals and raising capital. The two biggest things they're doing. It all revolves around this. Now, if you're not doing this, you're not doing anything in your business. It's just the truth of the matter. Yeah, if you post one thing a day, okay, great. Is it your business? No. Well, then how do you expect to be a business if you're not advertising? Okay. And that's why we love to do this. It's not a bash those that aren't doing anything. It's just, it's the proof is in the pudding of whether people are doing something or not doing something. Okay. And this takes us back to kind of the whole 30-30 club that we talked about over a year ago. And we literally on a Monday night, we had a webinar on Note 9 America. This goes back to 2017. Maybe I'll have to redo it again. I put together a Excel spreadsheet, which has every day of the month. And then across the top, you've got 30 different activities. So 30 for 30. No, I'm not taking ESPN. 30 times 30, okay? What I'm trying to get at is for everything time you do something, whether it's sending an email out to your database, attending a meetup group like we just take, a post to Facebook or posting to Twitter or reaching out to asset managers. There's 30 different activities you can do. You could literally just check off the boxes and you would see, I got 90 boxes checked off this month. I made an A this month. Yeah. And I guarantee if you had an A, you're seeing activity. You're seeing people respond to you. These people reaching out to you. Okay. Some people are like, well, I don't want to do videos. Then don't do videos, but do something else. Share a picture of what you're doing. I have to give a big shout out to Paul Cooper if he's watching. Paul Cooper did a video. He went to Note Camp and he did an Animoto video on like 4 or 5 deals that he's working on. It's a good start. Animation shows the pictures of the property, talks about the numbers a little bit. Didn't give any addresses, but it was a start. At least he did something to make things happen. That's a great start. That's a video. It's in there. It's worth 10 points. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. If you did 10 videos and posted those across the board, you'd have an A. That might just be enough for you to do. If you posted a video every 2 days, every 2 business days, basically, Monday and Tuesday, that's 8. That would work. That's 8 days out of the month for the most part. Okay? What I'm trying to tell you guys, if you really want to shine brightly in the note business, if you want to shine brightly in any type of real estate business, you've got to share what you've got going on in your business. Our good buddy Brad Chandler, who's out of the Washington, D.C. area, we were talking with him at a mastermind previously that we were a part of, and he was talking about how his budget for marketing is roughly $2 million plus a year. $2 million marketing budget. Now they do a lot of TV, they do a lot of radio ads. There's nothing wrong. There's a lot of media buying. That's very expensive, but he has a hard time raising capital for some things sometimes. And he was asking me to do. I was like, dude, just go drop some stuff on Facebook. Do the same things that you post online on the media. Just start throwing those on Facebook. You can do that. He's like, oh, okay. And sure enough, it worked perfectly. Worked like a charm. Look, if you're not making offers, that's the first problem. Now you're probably like, well, I need tapes. I need offers. Great. Start marketing. Go reaching out using the same tools that we talk about reaching out to your database. Post those on LinkedIn. Reach out to the asset managers. Start communicating on these platforms. People will start taking notice of what you're going to do. Now, one of the great things that we're also going to do at this upcoming mastermind is we're going to literally plot out the next 8 months of marketing, for people to send to asset managers. And you know what? As a part of the mastermind group, they get my asset manager list. Yes, they get my asset manager list. It's great. Good stuff. Literally, they're going to have the list. I'm going to tell them, okay, email here, email here, email here, email here, email here, email here. Boom, shakalaka. Okay? The thing that you have to keep in mind is that's the two most critical things, marketing and marketing. Really, I should say anything else. That leads to raising capital. That leads to finding assets that you make offers on. You don't have to rely on the low-hanging fruit or the really rotten fruit out there that's been picked over by everybody, okay? Now, I would love it if you guys had any comments or questions or any other things that can help you on your daily basis, but I pretty much hit the thing on the point. Now, if you're listening or watching for the first time, I highly encourage you to, if you see across the bottom of the screen where it says text notes to 72,000 to learn more about note investing, please do so. You'll get access to a bunch of videos, get access to a PowerPoint. Text the word notes, N-O-T-E-S, don't care if it's uppercase or lowercase, to the phone number 72,000, and you'll be surprised. You'll get a couple text messages to you, boom, and you'll get alerts of our next upcoming stuff. All right? But literally, your social media, and I used to, you laugh up. I used to have ex-girlfriends or things like that love taking those quizzes, how to tell if you're a good lover, or how to tell if your boyfriend loves you, or how to tell if you need to find somebody. Those stupid quizzes, they're just made up, right? Just totally stupid quizzes. This is the quiz. You think about it. This is not made up. This is literally proof is in the pudding of whether you're doing something or not doing something. What's funny is when I pull this out at the mastermind, people have been coming, they're like, oh, crap. I'm like, why aren't you doing something? You're in business. Maybe you should be more of a hobby, okay? I always have an idea. Steph asked me the night, hey, who's going to win it? I'm like, I don't know. You never know what people are doing that we're not seeing. But I have an idea who I see. Okay? Always have a good idea on who I believe is going to win based on the fact of what I see people doing on a regular basis. Now, these posts to Facebook can be like, oh, check out this shirt or check out my shoes or anything like that. It's got to be something driven for business, your note business. Hey, check this out. Check out the recent deal that we just did, or check out this case study we're working on, or check out this article or blog that I wrote. Those are all viable marketing pieces. So, yes, we updated the award. We're pretty excited about this. I saw this. I was like, that's got to be the new award. So pick this out last night. We got it. Nice little engraving there, says Social Media Superstar Note Mastermind, April 2018, as I got my fingerprint on it. Awesome. So we're excited to see Cody Cox, his wife and son, Katie Mouton and Chris Mouton. We're excited to see them from Coletta Street. Bill Grismeyer, Keedy Grismeyer from Ohio. I mean, we have people coming from all across the United States to join us in sunny Florida. Hopefully it's sunny. It's been raining down there the last couple of days, according to some of our friends, but it's going to be a great time. Good to see our buddy Brett Garrett, who was on a podcast couple weeks ago about Southwest Florida. He's there. So it'll be good to hang out with him. It's a great time to network and mastermind and really drive people's businesses to the next level. That's what it's all about, is people will hear other things. Now, one of the things other great things that we do as well is we have roundtables that we go through deals and case studies, and we talk about these deals and case studies. Hey, what's the price? What's the balance, and what's the situation on this deal? When was the last payment made? Those kind of things. That way it gives people a good idea, and then they bid against each other. Each table bids against each other to identify, what's the price, and then we share what happened. What did the asset actually get purchased at? What's happened with the asset? Has it been good, bad, ugly? And people get a really good feeling to see, oh, okay, my bid wouldn't have been that too far off, or my bid was right on. And yes, Laura, we're going to miss you down there as well. But I think, Laura, you're going to head up to the Dallas Quest event, which is great. You'll have a good time there. Robert Burrell says, I was about to build an arc with all this rain. Well, you can take that arc around Florida from Miami, and we'll see you there in Cape Coral there, Robert. I think the weather is supposed to turn out to be a little bit better this weekend. So Texas sunshine's coming to the Sunshine State or the Florida State. Okay. We look forward to seeing you there, Robert, as well. Excited to see you. We just always have a really good group of people there at the mastermind. We got a few people coming in for sneak peeks to check out and see what this whole mastermind thing is all about and see exactly what we do. But for the most part, this is all it's all about. And some people are already, I guarantee, I was hesitant to talk about this because people were like, oh, shit. Oh, crap. I need to go push something really fast. You're 3 days out. You can't really win it in 3 days. Okay? That's the biggest thing that's funny is this is a staple that we do every time now the last few months, and it's worked out beautifully for everybody involved because it literally gives them something to really look at, to understand, am I doing something? Am I taking action? Am I making the most of my day? Because literally one of the great presentations we had at Note Camp this last weekend was Christy White from Serving Social. Our good friend Christy and Elijah came in here, and they talked about the 18-minute marketing plan for your business. Great session. I highly encourage you to check it out. It's on our video channel. If you're listening on iTunes, we actually have all the Note Camp episodes going up on its own special podcast. Create a new podcast just for Note Camp. And every time we do it, we'll do a different series or different season on Note Camp to help out those that are involved to listen a little bit different. We won't be able to watch the video, but Christy does such a great job sharing with and going through her slides that it's hard. It won't be hard to figure out exactly what she did. But what questions? What questions do you guys have that are watching out there right now on Facebook Live? What questions? What concerns do you have? I see people watching. Ask some questions, people. All right, ask some questions because one of the beautiful things. I mean, we look back at what we did this last weekend. We had literally closer to 1,500 different social media posts that people were sharing for their business, which is great. That's great stuff. They're promoting us, but they're also sharing themselves. People are raising capital from their social media posts. Scott Yath looked like he raised a couple $100,000 from some posts and talking to people reaching out. All right. You have friends and family. I've had some people reach out to me that I haven't talked to in years that are like, oh, what is this thing you're doing? Tell me more. I got some money. I want to talk to you more. Even some of the speakers who are Node-based are like, oh, I need to talk more about that Node business. I really enjoyed this. I'm intrigued. Okay. So Laura asked the question. Ooh, that's a good question. So she asked a question, what system do you use for your text notes to 72,000 promo? Well, Laura, I would highly encourage you to go back and watch the session with Jim Koch. Koch. Jim Koch. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, listen to Jim. It's with Mobit, Mobit, Mobit text messaging service. And we use a variety. It's a great service that allows people to text message us indirectly into our database. We provide some landing pages. They get some information back, videos, PowerPoint, whole variety of things that they can access. And so Mobit, Mobit, is a phenomenal service, well worth it. And Jim had a pretty special pricing point for those that are interested in getting that set up because that's the wave of the future. Everything's coming to your cell phone. If you think about this, people that are putting bandit signs out there, call this number. Dude, it's easier to have a simple number or a simple tagline. Instead of 10-digit number, you've got a 5-digit number and a catchy 5-digit or 6-digit or single word or tag. People text in, boom, they get a text back instantly. You can automate a lot of your marketing in the 21st century. So highly encourage you to use Mobit. He's got a special offer. Laura, go back and listen to Jim's breakout session at Note Camp 5.0. Just a great guy. You can actually text the word Jim, J-I-M, to 72,000 to set up an appointment to talk with him about their services. Okay? Totally. And I talked to Jim yesterday. I think he had 40 people that have opted in for appointments over the next couple of days. So you definitely want to take advantage of it because a lot of people are going to start using it, which is great because it helps everybody. It makes it very simple for people to communicate and target your marketing to them as well. Cool. So Robert posts says, I post a lot of real estate info in general. I actually just like reading it, but is that decent content to put up? It's not really no content, but I think it all ties in anyway. So I think, but yeah, it's not, no offense, Robert. If you were to post, what I'm trying to get at is it's got to be targeting your business. Okay. If you just post, here's an article about real estate, that's great, but it's not talking about your note business. It's not talking about your business. Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit of content, but you're not taking an extra fact. Hey, this is how it affects the note industry. This is how it affects me. Here's what I'm doing. And that's why you want to be very careful about just reposting articles. Yeah, I know you're an avid reader, but you know what, buddy? Sometimes you got to quit reading and start making more offers. I know you are networking and you're absorbing as much as you can, but the best way for you to do some great things is to get out and make some more offers. You've got all the relationships. You've met so many people. You've come to our fast track training. You've been to one mastermind already. Reach out and start making offers, my friend. That's the best way. Start sharing things that you're doing. Start sharing the deals or the assets you see, things you're coming across. You can do that very easily and really see a lot of growth take place. I get people all the time that love communicate. I talked to somebody the other day. I met Robert Burrell at NIS. Great guy to visit with. Actually, Paige Ponderella was talking about you yesterday when I was talking to her on the phone, Robert. And it's a small world. It totally is a small world. You just have to take action towards your business. I'll give you an example. If you were in the trucking industry, you would always probably, if you're still in the trucking industry, you would post something about trucking, but talk about, hey, check out our rates are cheaper than these, or we can do things faster than what the national average is, or something like this. What I'm trying to get at. Okay, start thinking like an entrepreneur versus just thinking like, oh, I read this. This is interesting. That's great, but it doesn't really help you in the long run. Okay, until you twist it a little bit and say, hey, here's an interesting article, and this is how it affects me as a note investor. Maybe you should think about this. That makes sense? I think that makes sense. Problem with podcasts is one-way conversations. I think you're going to have a lot of fun this weekend, Robert. So excited to meet your wife and your daughter, too. All right. What are questions, comments you guys have? I know we're getting, it's hard to believe, man. Yeah, somebody's asked me how crazy I am to put on a big event like Note Camp and then head straight out to Cape Coral for our mastermind the week after. Obviously, I was not thinking when I scheduled. I believe in my schedule. Okay. I'm like, I can't do that again. I'm like, I can't do that again to me. It's going to kill me. Yep. Paige is extremely super nice. I spent some time with her yesterday trying to help her with some marketing and some stuff as well, too. What's frustrating, everybody, I will tell you this. What's frustrating is when you have a partner or somebody who's supposed to help you with things and they completely drop the ball. You know, they have an idea and they want to help you with something, but then they just don't do anything at all. And you're left having a market for things. And unfortunately, that's happened for Paige. It's been a little bit of she's been like, trying to get things all fixed up and ready to roll in Tampa for an event. And the person that was supposed to be promoting it has not done anything. So, question Gail asked, our resident rocket scientist, yes, she used to work for NASA. Gail asked, yeah, but it's Cape Coral. It will be relaxing. Yes, that's the beautiful thing that we love about Cape Coral. It is relaxing, Gail. Yes, it's a beautiful area that we're at the resort. Every room has a water view. We have a fun surprise lined up Friday night. Everybody's be taking everybody out on the boat Friday night for a nice relaxing sunset or dolphin cruise. I don't know, one of the two. Yes, there will be libations included. Not that you needed to have a good time with this group. But yeah, we're looking forward to that. It's always one of the nice things. It's a relaxing 2-hour, hopefully stays to a 2-hour tour of out in Fort Myers Bay and going along and coming up across dolphins and things like that as the sun sets. It's always really a favorite of everybody out there. And we, it's on our dime. We like to get people out of the classroom and enjoying it. And come rains, there should not be any snow. There should be some shine along the way. We'll have a good time with that. So, as we said before, we always like to try to do something fun with our mastermind, whether they take them to a ball game or a cruise or airboat ride we've done in the past, or being at Disney, or going wine tasting, or just having everybody up in our suite for 4-hour happy hour, a 2-hour that turns into a 4-hour happy hour. That's the design. Cody Cox shares something here. He goes, "Oh, how much I need this." He's looking to Cody Cox. Yeah, you'll have some fun. We'll get you on the water away from the wetness and the dampness of the Pacific Northwest. Come down. I know I would tell people to bring shorts to wear, but we don't want to see your Casper legs. I know my legs are a little white, but that's okay. It's just going to be a fun time, relaxing. Nothing wrong with working a little bit harder than spending an afternoon or an evening out on the water, the margarita in hand or a pina colada in hand, just relaxing and enjoying that salt air and that, Gulf Coast breeze coming in. It always seems entice maybe a good grouper sandwich or a grilled shrimp sandwich. I'm getting hungry already. But that's one of the beautiful things about Cape Coral. It's just absolutely, it's a gorgeous area, a laid back area. Time seems to slow down there compared to the, over in Miami where my time's always running fast. Just like to get everybody away. And it's just going to be a fun time. People are making relationships and friendships that are masterminds that last outside of me. There are people that connect together and are working together and joint venturing together on deals and really making things happen. That's the power of it. And people getting to see who's successful and then starting to tailor what the successful are doing to help them in their note business. So once again, if you missed it the first time around, our social media posts, basically, if you tally up what you've done in the last 30 days or each month, basically, you'll see how successful you are. Number of Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts, Instagram posts. All right. Snapchats, Twitter, or Pinterest posts, those are all worth it 1 point. If you've done a YouTube video, a Vimeo video, and a Facebook Live video and shared it, not record it and then not share it, that's worth 10 points. Going to a REI club or meetup meeting or going to like a self-directed IRA, like a Quest IRA networking event, that's worth 3 points. Send an email out to your database about your note business. Your database is worth 5 points. Okay. If you do a webinar, like a lunch and learn, or here's my deals that I'm working on, that's worth 10 points. That's a big kicker right there. Okay. If you've got a website, you get a bonus of 10 points. If you have a Facebook business page, you get a bonus of 15 points. So those are the things to think about. You could post daily, one a day. That's, the Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Share the same post across 3 platforms. Boom, you're good to go. All right. Now, what does not constitute a point if you post the same image across 4 or 5 Facebook groups? That doesn't count. That only counts as 1. All right. That's one thing to keep in mind. But if you share that image on a different platform, they're all good. Okay. Yeah. Gail says the weather forecast. I love this. We're getting the weather forecast. Mid to upper 80s. Lows about mid 60s. No rain. A friend is coming on Sunday. Windy, but still awesome. See, it's just going to be paradise for 3 days. We're just going to have a great time. We're going to have to definitely take some time to go outside and just absolutely relax and have a great time. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Totally going to do it. Going to be fun. Going to have fun. It's going to be a blast. We have to be a little bit smaller mastermind. We've had a lot of people had to cancel because of trips or family sicknesses or other things that popped at the last minute. So it's going to be a more of an intimate event, which we're excited about. Because when they get big, it's hard to connect with everybody. When they're a little bit smaller, it gives me an opportunity to really spend some time one-on-one with people to really help them out and get things rocking and rolling. So, guys and gals, that's about all I've got for today. Once again, if you want to find out if you're failing yourself on a regular basis, or you're not having any activity, you're not closing deals, or you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, give yourself a quiz. I guarantee you'll be surprised at what you see. And for those that are having success and take the quiz, I guarantee you won't be surprised because you're probably doing a variety of these things. So, Gail says she can have fun in a ditch with the right people or the right alcohol. Amen to that. All right, guys and gals, go out, make something happen. Go out, give yourself the quiz. For those that are coming to South Florida, we look forward to seeing you guys there. For those of you that are not coming, the next one we're looking to do, the next mastermind we're looking to do is going to probably be in August at some point, 3rd or 4th week of August. So here in Austin, Texas. So hope all is well. Have a great day. And guys and gals, we'll see you all at the top.